Today I'm comparing in detail Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.0, the black variant, Star Health Superstar, and Ultimate Care by Care Insurance. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you are either buying health insurance for yourself or your family in 2026, and you are already confused after talking to multiple people. Think of this video as your Google Maps through the chaos of health insurance. You'll know exactly where each plan leads and which plan might be the best for your family.
Mahavir Chopra, the founder and chief executive officer of Beshak.org.
Hi, I'm Mahavir Chopra, founder of Beshak.org, India's only insurance platform that is 100% neutral. We don't take commissions from insurance companies so that you get Milavat-free information to make solid insurance decisions. I promise to make this video as simple and easy to understand as much as is possible so that you do not need to watch any other insurance video. But still, at any point you are feeling confused or are feeling overloaded with a lot of information, just use the link in the description and book a free consultation call with real insurance experts on Beshak.org. Now, these are not freshers or telecallers, but professionals who have up to 20 years of experience in health insurance and health insurance claims. Now, before we compare plans, let's understand who these insurance companies are, because insurance is not just about features. It's also about who is standing with you at the time of claims. The first product, ReAssure 3.0, is from Niva Bupa Health Insurance. Founded in 2008, the company has built a strong reputation for introducing innovative features. But innovation, of course, alone is not enough. What ultimately will matter is how well a company supports you at the time of claims. This company's turnover stands at around 6,300 crores. This is basically the gross underwritten premium. Talking about Star Health Insurance, it was founded in 2006. You might find a Star agent in your neighborhood, so it's quite familiar that way. But we must see whether the actual performance matches the comfort of being popular. This company has a very large turnover. It did around 18,000 crores in FY 24-25. Now about Care Health Insurance, it was founded in 2012. It's one of the few standalone health insurance companies in India with plans that cater to diverse needs for specific health conditions like diabetes, heart diseases, cancer, maternity, senior citizen care. They did a turnover of around 8,000 crores in 2024-25. Now that you know about these companies, let's begin with the benefit comparison. The first thing to compare is obviously the room rent limit. Here, all three plans allow any room, any ICU room. There are no limits. This is one of the most important parts of a health insurance plan, and all three are doing well in this feature. Number two is pre and post hospitalization. These are tests, scans, consultations before and after a hospital stay. Your Niva covers 60 days before and 180 days after your main hospitalization. Similarly, for Star, it is 90 days before and 180 days after. And for Care, it is 60 days before and 90 days after. So if you have long treatment cycles at any point in time, for example, unfortunately for cancer or joint issues or chronic illnesses, in such scenarios, Star will be able to support you better. Now, number three is daycare treatments. Medical science has changed so much that treatments that once needed, let's say 2-3 days in a hospital, now can finish in just few hours. So the big question is, how do these three plans treat such small same-day surgeries? Here's the simple breakdown. Star covers all recognized daycare procedures without any time rule. Care also covers all daycare procedures, again without any time rule. So Star and Care have kept it super straightforward. If the treatment falls under the definition of daycare, meaning a treatment which is undertaken under general or local anesthesia in a daycare center in less than 24 hours, then it will cover you. But Niva has taken a completely different approach. According to the policy terms of Niva Bupa, they cover all daycare hospitalizations above 2 hours. The problem is, I'm not an expert, so I'm not sure if there are any daycare procedures that are less than 2 hours that a Star and Care would cover, but Niva won't. So if there is any doctor watching this video, please help us understand this better. थोड़ा हमको भी समझ में आए कि क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे. Number 4 is domiciliary treatment, or what is also called treatment at home. Many times, due to non-availability of bed or the condition of the patient being very, very severe, doctors can recommend that the patient be hospitalized at home. Now, most insurers nowadays cover this, but with certain conditions. In this case, Niva covers all diseases but needs a daily treatment chart signed by the doctor. This is very usual, so there is nothing to worry about. Star also covers diseases under domiciliary treatment, but excludes 15 illnesses like asthma and hypertension. Same with care. Care also covers hospitalization at home, but has an exclusion for 15 illnesses like asthma and hypertension. So here, Niva has the most comprehensive benefit and rest are kind of traditional. Number 5, modern treatments. Now, all plans cover 12 IIDA mandated modern treatments such as stem cell therapy, robotic surgery, oral chemotherapy, all without any limits or caps. Remember, we are talking about specific plans here. Like in Niva, we are talking about the black variant. If you take the lower variant, like for example, something which is called the select variant, then it has a limit of 1 lakh, which is super low. The 6th important cover is the consumables cover. So things like gloves, masks, syringes, even things like PPE kits, which became very popular during COVID, all these small items usually are not covered under health insurance. But if you take an add-on in all these 3 insurers, you can get them covered and hence not have to pay from your pocket. Now discussing sum insured. From this point onward, you will see the differences becoming more and more clearer. Let's break this down simply. So what is unlimited in all these 3 plans? In case of Niva, it's truly unlimited for every year with no cap, and the same is with Star Superstar plan. But in case of Care Ultimate plan, you only get the unlimited cover option once in your lifetime. That too when you buy the unlimited care add-on. Moving ahead to PED waiting periods or pre-existing disease waiting periods. So what are pre-existing diseases? These are basically those diseases or conditions that you have been diagnosed with or have received treatment before buying the policy. The waiting period for these kind of conditions may range from 0 to 3 years depending on the policy. During the waiting period, any treatment or complication arising from these conditions will not be covered by the policy. Let's look at this for each of these insurance companies. Here in Niva, you can cover 145 listed illnesses from day 1 after underwriting. So you have to fill the proposal form. After filling the proposal form, if you have one of these 145 illnesses, the insurance company may cover you from day 1, probably by adding some premium or not adding those premium also. Now, apart from these 145 illnesses, the rest will come under the standard 36-month waiting period. And just to clear, this list of illnesses can change as per Niva's discretion. With Star, there is a standard waiting period of 3 years, but you can buy 2 types of add-ons to reduce the waiting period. With the first type, you can reduce the waiting period from 3 years to 2 years or even 1 year. And the second one, for some type of illnesses like hypertension, diabetes, waiting period can be reduced to 30 days. Of course, there are certain additional conditions that will apply, which will show it on the screen. Now, in case of care, there are 7 listed diseases such as diabetes, BP, obesity, thyroid that can be covered from day 31 through an add-on. So you pay a little more premium, and for these 7 specific conditions, you can get covered from day 31. For all the other diseases, conditions, you will have a waiting period of 3 years. You can also reduce your waiting period from 36 months to 12 months or 24 months by paying additional premium in case of Care Ultimate Care. Now coming to one of the most important parts of this video, comparing the claim performance. Now this is where reality can hit the hardest, because even the best plan fails if the insurer doesn't support you at the time of claims. Let's compare the claim performance of each insurer for important claim metrics. First, claim settled within 30 days. This tells you how fast the company clears the insurance claims. The higher the number, the better the company is at paying you on time. Here, Niva performs at 99.95%. Care is settling 100% claims within the first 30 days, so it's topping the charts. And Star is at 97.69%. So all 3 are doing pretty well. Now let's look at the incurred claim ratio. Incurred claim ratio matlab how much an insurer pays out in claims compared to the premium it collects, which in our view should ideally fall between around 60% to 80%. This range indicates a healthy balance. So if the number is too low, it may mean the insurer is paying very less number of claims. And if it's too high, it could mean they are paying too much and may increase premiums in the future. Niva in the case of ICR stands at around 61%. Care is slightly higher with around 64%, and Star sits at around 70%. All the 3 are comfortable within the metric that we mentioned and are basically at a balanced performance range. Next is claims complaint percentage. This basically tells you how many customers have raised complaints for claims. So here a lower number obviously is going to be better. Niva is at around 0.43%, Care is at around 0.47%, and Star is at around 0.52%. Now these ratios or these percentages are not very easy to understand, but when I compare them, with other insurers in the same industry in health insurance, they usually do not fare as good as the other companies. Now let's look at one of the most important ratios, the claim rejection ratio. This basically tells you how many claims an insurance company has rejected compared to how many they received. Obviously here, the lower the better. In case of claim rejection ratios, CARE has a low rejection rate. It is at around 3.2%, which is relatively good. Niva is at a higher percentage of around 7.45%, which means they are rejecting a lot of claims. And Star is the highest at around 11.48%, which basically means that they are rejecting one claim out of 10 claims they receive, which is not a good position to be in. So in this part, Star performs the worst. Niva also is not doing that great. CARE seems to be the best out of the three that we are currently comparing. Now coming to the part of the video which most people are interested in, to know कि भाई पैसे कितने लगेंगे. We are now going to compare the pricing of all three plans. So like we always do, we will compare premiums for Mr. Kumar, who is 30-year-old, married, has a kid who is, let's say, around 1 year old, lives in Mumbai. In this specific scenario that I've just mentioned, Niva Bupa ReAssure 3.0 will cost around 26k. CARE Ultimate Care with, let's say, a 1 crore sum insured and the one-time unlimited cover add-on will cost around 28k. And Star Health Superstar, this plan will cost you around 35,000 rupees for an unlimited sum insured. So basically these are the premiums for these three plans. But one thing very important before you go about prices. Insurers now have the right to change premiums whenever they want. So if prices look very cheap, very attractive, they must just be to attract you to buy the plan. We have seen several instances where insurers have attracted customers with very low premiums and excellent features and then locked them with higher prices during renewals. Hope this quick comparison was useful for you. But before you go, there is one important thing to understand. There are so many features, there are so many terms and conditions in each of these plans that we have compared. So it's always important that you have an expert on your side who knows in and out of each of these plans and guides you through stuff. Because most of the things that will affect you at the time of claims, you may only realize at the time of claims and it would be too late. Choosing a health plan blindly is like signing a blank check. You won't know the cost of buying without an expert till there is a claim. So look for an expert in your network, your location, and if you can't find one, use the link in the description to book a free consultation with a real professional expert only on beshak.org. These experts will analyze your and your family's age, health conditions and budget and help you choose the right plan with zero bias and zero spam. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and drop your questions in the comments. I will ensure that each question is replied.